Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. What's happening, y'all? We have the Hard Times Prize Wall. So this weekend with the Dusty Roads, here's where you're going to spend all your medallions. First and foremost, big shout out to the J Nasty Booty. Thank you so much for your help as always. And this is, as always, dependent on your roster and your roster's needs. So we all have different needs and different ideas for our roster. So pick things that are going to help your roster in the now. That way, in the next week or two, your roster is better than it was, and you can immediately start using the goodies that you get from this prize wall. All that being said, the first thing you should get on this prize wall, if you have the ability or want to do, the 1A, because there is a 1B. The 1A for this one is actually Dusty Roads at 3-star silver. So here's a way to get a poster that all of us have used and all of us used with the trial version. Very good, hits really hard, lots of fun to play. I really like it. So this is a way you can get him at 3-star silver. But just keep in mind that he does have a lower tier. He is only 1,600 shards to recruit, and there is a very good chance that we're going to see more of his shards the remainder of the month. So keep that in mind. The next thing, the 1B. So always get the new poster and always get the new skill plate. Now the hard time skill plate will work on a lot of other people as well too. So not only on Dusty, but it will work on like D'Lo, D'Lo Brown. It will work on Zombie Edge, Zombie RKO, anyone that does countdown gems. It's an upgrade on the Z plate or Z plate, depending on what country you live in. And it also works well with people with blue gems and yellow gems. And as always, getting the new plate on the weekend that it comes out on is always a good idea, because future posters might be able to benefit from such a thing. So that's another place that I would go to there. So that's 1A and 1B, Dusty at 3-star silver, and the Hard Times plate itself. Next on the list, the 2A of our prize wall breakdown right now are shards for people that we have recently had. So if you are close to Cora Jade, here's a chance to get the last 50 shards to get her, and definitely check out the cards up here of gameplay. If you haven't seen her gameplay or want to see how she plays, here's a link to my video up at the top. But the same goes with Farouk. So here's your chance to get Farouk, who is also a beast at 6-star silver when it comes to feuds and other modes. And Cody Rhodes, there are some who love him, there are some that don't like him as much. Either way, I will put his video up there as well too, a link to my video of his preview. And he is somebody who does a ton of submission and submission damage. So you have the option of getting 3 relatively recent and hard-hitting, hard subbing posters that you can then build with on your... Nope, definitely want that. Nope. That you can build your roster around. And I almost forgot to mention that Cora Jade is actually going to be really good for female boss battles if we ever get them again. So something to think about right there. The next on our list is actually getting yourself one of these plates. You can call this either 2B or 3, whichever one you want. But here are 3 different plates that you can use: the Cora Jade plate, the Seal of the Acolytes, or the Nightmare Insignia. Now, if I were to rank them in terms of what I use the Seal of the Acolytes probably the most, because it works with every sub person in the game, and I find that it's a very useful plate. However, the Nightmare Insignia is also an amazing plate that you can put on Hall of Fame, snap it to a Slim Jim, Sandy Ravage, or where I have mine located, which is on Shotzi, and it makes Shotzi an absolute beast as well too. The Cora Jade plate does also work really well, but I think of the 3, it's probably my least favorite. But in this sense, getting yourself a new plate this weekend is also a really good idea. So those are 3 that you can also pick up if you don't pick up the Hard Times plate itself. Next on the list is going to be straps. So, whether that is choosing for yourself the ultimate power legend strap, so any legend of the different classes, or if you get yourself Dusty Roads, you can get yourself a Dusty Hard Time strap. It's a little bit more expensive, but you're guaranteed that it works for Dusty, whereas you're not guaranteed that this one right here is going to be a technician one. So you take your chances with what to get. But the next on the list is probably straps if you need it. And then after that, it's all about econ. It's all about getting yourself, as Goldie says, the econ that you need. I always need more strap parts, but if you are low on technician tokens, which just seems to be something that we're all sort of low on right now, then that's what I would go for. I tend to always say to stay away from these fragment cases because odds are you're going to get 20 of each one of these. But if you are in need of star frags, by all means go and get them. But that's where I would say stay away from in that sense. And last but not least, the last thing actually on this is Dusty Rhodes himself. I think if you have enough of these medallions at this point, or if you've paid enough to get to this high, you probably already have Dusty Rhodes. So there's no need to actually take him at 6-star bronze unless you want the fuse. So if you are someone who likes to fuse up immediately, then that's where I would spend it right here. Or if you somehow didn't get Dusty, but did get a bunch of these medallions and want to take him at 6 bronze instead of taking him at 3-star silver, then that's entirely up to you. So that's the breakdown. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you took yourself, and I appreciate you taking the time to come to class today and going over the prize wall. So take care, everybody. Good luck with the showdown. Brofessor out.